I just realized that I've talked for roughly 8 minutes and the microphone was not even plugged in. So, with that, guten Tag and welcome back everybody to Modded Minecraft 1.10 with yours truly, Dirk or Buster. You know the drill by now. So, I try to redo what I have done, and because I have done a few things already, I will most likely miss a few things, but well, what will you do? What will you do? It is night again. It doesn't matter because we have night vision. Alright, so what I did in between episodes, mostly over the course of the weekend because I had plenty of time and I was willing to play Minecraft and I had a lot of fun with it. So, what I did so far is breeding animals, and I did that using the automatic feeder. What is a feeder? The automatic feeder from Actually Editions, and I tried the feeder from Dark Utilities as well. You just put food in here and it automatically feeds it to the animals adjacent, and because of that they will breed like crazy, as you can see here. I made additional hopper hocks to... Hello? Oh no, I can't click the hopper hock. To pick up all the stuff that is left behind by the animals. Eggs, feathers, dung, and the occasional cow died, as it seems. I also did the same for sheep. I went out and collected a few sheep. I am breeding them with the feeder as well, although I stopped breeding them because I think we have enough. And you heard the shearing noise just there. I placed a shearing block. There we go. I placed a shearing block in the middle, and every time a sheep gets pushed into it or runs into it, it gets sheared. Very nice. Therefore, we have now a little bit of wool inside here. All this has to be connected to the system, of course, but for now we have a lot of wool. And what else? Oh yeah, I placed a few... Whoa, hello. It was supposed to be upwards, not downwards. I placed a few of the chorus plants, just because we don't have really that much purple blocks, and I wanted to change that. Therefore, a little bit of purple is growing here. Oh, and yeah, of course, we have installed the XP vacuum. Thanks to your comments, I know now that changes to Ender.io caused the experience obelisk to not longer pick up experience. And the Killer Joe only picks up enough experience to repair swordsmith mending, although it doesn't seem to work actually. Durability is going down, not up. But the XP vacuum, this is painted with red nether brick as you can see in the tooltip. The XP vacuum sucks in all the XP and gives it to the experience obelisk. We are back at 51 levels. And the same goes for the mob grinder here down below, where we can farm specific mobs. And I connected it to this one here via pipes. The actual... here is the XP vacuum, there you can see it. And this is painted as well to the floor. So we have XP. This is very nice. I used up all the XP we had so far because I built this one here. This is a tool from Actually Editions. And it is a one-and-all tool, most likely like the Paxel from Mechanism, if you are familiar with that. And because you can look at my inventory right now, you kinda can guess what I am up to right now. There is a setup I wanted to redo all the time. I removed it already. Of course, in the sequence I didn't record, I told you about it. But you won't hear that because I didn't record my voice. I want to redo the coffee maker and the mana production with it. That is the intention for today's episode. And I did a little bit of work so far. First of all, I put a ceiling in here, which was long overdue. and I reworked this here a little bit, exchanged the side with the living wood planks, same as here, and did the ceiling the same way I did here, and leaves behind with lime lamps from actually additions as well. So we have lighting in here, we have now a proper floor in here, and so on and so on. And oh, by the way, here I fixed this setup here as well. It was used to be like this, but because the items needed, for example, for the gomarillas, exceeded the space or the slots in a regular hopper, this was no longer crafting, because it couldn't put all the needed items into the hopper's inventory at once. It always set machine at use and wouldn't work. Now there's just a chest in the middle. Basically, you just need an inventory that has enough room for all the materials that you need for the thing you want to craft, and then it works again. Oh, and as you can you see it actually? Well, let's see. Did I do that already? Is this... Yeah, I placed it already. I wanted to do a few things with Botania actually. One of them is the burger mute. And with that, you can mute, for example, animals. The cows and the... Whoa, this is not right. Good. Here, the cows and the sheep over here make tons of noise. And I want to install the burger mute to mute them. Therefore, we need a few things with Botania. First of all, we need mana. Second, we need more petals, otherwise we can't do anything with it. Also, petals are our main source for dye. And to make them, there is this jaded something that grows Botania plants. So I want to basically do a lot of Botania stuff today. And I forgot the timer, it seems. Yeah, I totally forgot the timer. I stopped the timer for no reason. So, okay. What I do first, what I did here already, is because we need empty cups to feed the gomarillas with coffee, and of course coffee, we need stone for it. We have a little bit of stone in the system right now. Let's see. We have 2.7k. So we have plenty of stone. But the gomarillas drinks not only the coffee, it eats the entire cup. So we need a new cup for every cup of coffee we want to brew. And this cup, you can see here, this is the recipe. Basically, we need 7 stone and coffee. Coffee we have plenty. We grew it on top of the farms there. What we don't have endlessly is stone. Therefore, I built this stone generator. I was fiddling around with it a little bit, and I figured out how it works. So basically, this is just vanilla mechanics. When water touches lava, it will get transformed into cobblestone. When lava touches water, it will get transformed into stone. And if, what was it? If lava touches a water source block, it will get transformed into obsidian. So we had to make sure that it works the right way around. Because of that, the lava is flowing beneath here, and the water is flowing beneath, and the lava is dropped from above. That way we get stone. There, we get stone. You see it. And we had to make sure that the lava is not actually touching the source block of water. And I really hope it is working that way. I tested it a few times and it never broke. So basically we have all the time water in here, so the lava can't flow into it. Lava is way slower than water. Now we just have to come up with something that breaks the block. We can use a block breaker from refined storage. We can also use, what was it called? A transfer node? Is this still a thing? It is a thing. Here, transfer node item. And we can upgrade this to actually mine blocks in the world. And I think I will go with this because I want to have a separate system that works entirely independently. So I will continue setting this up, and then I will be back with you with some progress. So the stone generator is basically in place. I decided to go a little bit fancy here, but unfortunately the transfer node does nothing. It should transfer the stone into the chest, which it doesn't do. When we look at it, the mining upgrade says it allows mining of cobblestone and pumping water. So this is not cobblestone, and there is no silk touch upgrade whatsoever from extra utilities. Extra utilities. I can't say utility. No, yeah, I can. Oh man. Okay, so I decided to go a different route. And because refined storage never lets me down, I decided to go with that. And I made a silk touch upgrade schematic, which is made in Soldier. But we need another thing for it. We need a silk touch book. Therefore, I will make one with my enchanter. There is the silk touch book. Very nice, very nice. Put it in the system, and we should be able to craft. Why doesn't it show the silk touch book? Yeah, it crafts it. Nice. Look at here. Does it do it? It does nothing. Nothing is clearly not what I... Oh, it's finished? It's already finished? Well, that was fast. Nice. Okay, so we have the silk touch upgrade. All we need to do now is grab a destructor, and we are good to go. And it does already work. Very nice. So we have just here the destructor. You can see it, the red glowing plate, a silk touch upgrade in it, and every time a stone will be burned or whatever, or formed, it will get transferred into the system. 62, 63, 64. Alright, so we have stone. Eventually I think I may do another one of those, because we need 7 stone for each cup, and to get stone this way is kinda slow. Although I will keep it for now. We can try to hide the cables, I think, later. I just connected it down here to the rest of the system here. This is where the living wood and living stone is made, and over there the collecting system for the runes. So this works out pretty nice. Now I have to come up with an idea for how to craft the actual cups, and then we will make the coffee. I think I will actually go with refined storage as well. Just a detector to look at how many cups we have, and then auto-craft it if we are missing any. I think I will go exactly that route. So let me prepare a little bit, and then we'll be back in a second. Just a quick heads up. This is what I've done so far. Here is now the mana pool. Below the mana pool is again the alchemy catalyst, which can be pushed up and down with a piston that is not hooked up right now, but it eventually it will be possible. Then we have the 2 gomarillas here right beside the mana pool, and I changed them to floating flowers. That way we can place it anywhere and not just above grass or dirt. So that works just fine. And I changed the behavior of the destructor. Let's go down below. You can see here I installed a detector that detects 4,000 stone, and it compares even ore dictionary. So granite, andesite, and what is the last one? Diorite should be in there as well, because we can use all that material as well for the cups. So only if we are ever below 4000 stone, this relay will activate, and that way this one here will continue to harvest stone or pick up stone or whatever you want to call it. So this is so far done. Here above is now the open crate. On top of the open crate, we will have some sort of... actually, I don't know where I want to have the coffee makers. I think I will have them a little bit inside the wall or something, because they make constantly noises. And I am not sure if I want to hear that all the time. So I will fiddle around with a little bit design, and then I will show you in a second. And it works just fine. Okay, I think I got it working. At least the function part of it. I'm not pleased with the looks, of course, because there you can see the cables hanging out. This is not the way it should be. But I can show you what I did. So back here we have a lot of space. This is behind the Petal Apothecary. So what we have so far is a detector which detects if the system has 64 cups or less. If it has less, it triggers the crafter, which is actually now triggered, and it is crafting cups. Then we have over here the two brewing stations. Both brewing stations are triggered with a detector if we have 64 coffee in the system or less, and it gets triggered if we have less. Same on this side. Then I added a 1K storage block on this side just for coffee, for nothing else. So this storage block is only for coffee. You can see here we have whitelisted coffee with a priority of 10, so it should only go in here, and it will access items to the void. Now it will bring items to the void if they are access 1K. So for now, I think I will even keep it that way. We have a dimensional transceiver here for energy transportation, which transports obviously energy to the coffee makers. So the coffee makers are making coffee like crazy, and the coffee is transported back into the system. We have exporters here for water, exporters here for cups and beans, importers below. Can we look at it? Yeah. That imports the coffee back into the system. And then here on top we have another line of cables. Whoop. Here is the relay that only activates with redstone signal, a timer which ticks roughly every 45 seconds, a repeater to slightly extend the signal, and then we have here the Gomorillas with both open crates above them, and the coffee gets dropped on top of the Gomorillas and then transferred into mana, as you can see right here. So we are piling up mana. This little bit of mana is from maybe 3 minutes. I don't think it was more. So the system basically works. We have it in place. The coffee is automatically made. It is kind of separated from the system, although it is... the repeater timer is still not long enough. Oh, maybe we have not enough coffee in the system. That could be a problem. Let's see. No, we have 33 coffee. That should never be the problem. I think the timer is then not long enough. Let's see. Let's bring it to 4 and see what then happens. Good. Now it seems to work. Instead of extending the signal further and further, I decided to put a speed upgrade in each of the exporters, and this seems to do the trick as well. So the system works, I think. It is biased towards coffee, I have to admit that. It's not the most elegant system because we can't change food around. At least not just how it is right now, because we would have to change the timer settings. if we ever want to change food. But I want to don't concern myself with that right now for today. This is unfortunately all the time I've got for today. The intention was to make the flower farm, but we exceeded episode length already, so I guess we will wrap it up here and continue then next time. For the building, we can't leave it this way, of course. This looks ugly, but this wall here looks ugly anyway, because we have this plain boring pillar. So I think I will come up with a overhang, sloped from down here, really steep, and then going out until there maybe. So we have a nice overhang here, and then round up there. And what we will do with the rest of the pillar, I actually don't know. I think for the most part I will keep it the way it is. Although I really don't like, maybe a pixel art thing or something. Well, I have to see. But for now the mana production is working. Of course, with the mana here right now, we can't do anything because we have to bring it over to here. This is actually our main mana source for the altar. So the mana from there has to be brought over here and as well over here. Because we are completely out of mana in this mana pool, which should power the Defo Mill. So we can't actually do any runes because we don't have power in the Defo Mill, aka mana. But as I said, this is all I've got for today. We will see us then again in the next episode, I think with more Botania, but we will see as it evolves. So guys, see you next time, take care of yourself, and rock on!